morning to you and welcome to Weekend Recharge. Got to give you a time check. 9 a.m. Eastern time, by the way. I'm LaRosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. We're going to start right now with a very wet Sunday morning for many of you.
We're going to cover with a snapshot and take you through the rest of the show. Have a lot to do with plentiful moisture. We've got this and then what's happening in the Northwest, and then right in between, another big story. So let's start with this in the Northwest. The first significant rain and snow. We're talking about high impact to travel. We'll time that out for you and how much snow we're really talking about, and more rain and more severe weather across the south and the southeast. Not just today, but this is going to lead into the Monday morning drive. So we'll time that out for you. But how about this? 15 to 20 degrees above average for a good part of the country. This too will be on the move. So we're going to talk about just how high these temperatures will go and of course how long that kind of heat will stick around. All right, so we got an idea of the big stories we're covering, but a lot has to do with the thunderstorms and all that activity that we had yesterday, too.
In fact, this hour we're tracking tornadoes yesterday across Texas, but the storms are not over yet. Let's bring in our storm specialist, Dr. Greg Postel, to track where the storms are heading right now.
And we're going to keep up to date with the forecast, and we have sizable snow heading to the Pacific Northwest along with all of the rain. You see the radar right now. It's falling in the Cascade, the Olympic Mountains, and some of that even making it into Northern California. By the way, Portland tying its record warmest October. The previous record? Last October. So they've had two record warm Octobers here now in a row. Here's the setup. Low pressure tracking to the east. You have high pressure bringing those winds driving onshore across the Northwest. It is the mountain areas that we are concerned about when it comes to travel. So watch those passes because that's where the snow is really going to pile up. Otherwise, it's heavy rainfall and wind with high surf along the coast. It's not just today, tonight, where some of that snow may be heavy at times and rain heavy at times, but even in through tomorrow morning. All right, on 20 minutes past the hour, and we often try and give your forecast and put it in context. So it gives you beyond just the highs and lows and really fits it into this weather story for you. We're going to talk about what we're looking ahead to as far as November goes when it comes to temperatures. But we first have to start where we've been. And this is a pretty amazing graphic here where you're looking at the year-to-date temperatures compared to average. And you see a whole lot of red. And it's not just red, it's the dark red. There are a lot of spots that are thus far in the year seeing record warmth. And you look at this sort of anomaly here. That's a whole, we could do a whole show on that, but maybe tied to the Gulf Stream. But the overall story is that much of the globe, and almost the entire globe, is above average for temperatures. But when you see a graphic like this, and the record warmest years on record, this is what we have so far, right? Look at those lines. Now look at where we are currently. And we are on pace not to only to be record warm year, but well above what we've already seen. So now let's bring it back to what we're seeing in the coming week, the coming days. We have temperatures that are 10 to 20 degrees above average for most of the northern half of the country. As we get into the rest of November, there's one spot where we think maybe cooler than average, but we do think that that trend for warmer than average temperatures will continue from the west to the Midwest, the east, and the southeast. So kind of give you a big picture.
Yeah, but speaking of that warmth almost nationwide here, it's coming just a few weeks before perhaps the big holiday shopping season ramps up, so perhaps there's a huge economic cost to this.
All right, you know we want to dig deeper, so let's bring in our business weather expert, Paul Walsh. Paul, good to see you. You see that forecast, and you are definitely crunching numbers already. What does it mean to retailers and the economy?